Hello, my name is Brandon Jones, and this is week 8 of Jettisoned, my Capstone project. As you might be able to tell, the interface is a little different because my Mac no longer is charging, so I have to work on my PC for a bit. So we're going to start up the game, and this week the major focus was getting networking in the game. You can't hear audio because, once again, I'm working on my PC and I have to use a different audio out. So it's not supporting that right now. So I'm going to open up my other test.exe to show off the networking. We'll put this in windowed over here. Um, okay, so we're in the game, and I'm going to make one of the guys host it. This is a very simplistic interface right now. We're going to make it a little bit more pretty in the coming days, actually. So you find a game. As you saw, this changed because the client connected. So the client connected and you press start game, and now the game has started up. Each player then has the time to put the map together how they want. So we'll put a couple walls just to show that the networking works. This guy over here is a lot smaller just because, but we'll go ahead and put it up at the top so we can see that this is being sent across. Now when one player is done and they click confirm, they're waiting and the other player gets a notification saying that that player is done. So once we hit confirm, both players are put into the game at the same time, and they're supposed to go through the game and get to it. So as you can see, this guy has the other person's map with the wall and the other piece, and this guy should have the map up here with no wall and that. So as soon as we'll go and finish it over here on this screen. Actually, let's do it on this screen so we can see both at the same time. So we'll disable this. It's really small. Once again, we have this mini game. Oh my gosh, if I can get through it. Ugh. If I can't, we'll have to just switch over. It's just so small. And we did it. Awesome. So we grab this. It says enemy defense is increased and the enemy has your fuel, so it pops up over there for the other person. And once we get back to the start, then the game ends. And this guy loses and that guy won. We have the main menu button. Once again, this will be prettied up in the next couple days. For that reason, for the reason that it's a little bit ugly right now. So we're going to the code just a bit. If this will load up quickly. I also have Visual Studio running since I don't have to use MonoDevelop on the Mac as previously was in my previous videos. Also, the resolution is a bit larger. So we have the background, and this should load up in just a couple seconds. So my basic approach was to, as I was designing this previously, I was making sure to add in the function calls for the networking. So doing this would be rather simple. So adding in the networking would be relatively simple. So if we look at infiltration logic, when the enemy changes rooms, or when a player changes rooms, he then tells the enemy player that, hey, I just changed a room, and that will update on the minimap. Meanwhile, same thing with player victory. When a player finishes the game, it sends an RPC call to everyone saying that the game is over, and if it was the player that won, we send across which player did it. So if it's that player, then they have won the game. So that is the basic logic for this. For fortification logic, we have our basic, once the player has set down, or once the player is ready, it says that the player is ready and sends a message across to the player, which goes through map info, and then the player picks it up and loads that map in map info right here. So when the player gets it, he is sent the map through an RPC call, and that player grabs it, and the enemy's ready is flagged true. So, like I said before, we're going to pretty up the interface and have it, rather than just a flat connection from one person to another, we're going to pop up a list for the servers, and then we will be able to get some very reliable networking. Alright, so until next week, I'll see you later.